welcome back. Today we've got something that I'm particularly excited about. I know we've covered a lot of networking gear recently, and we've got an unboxing for more networking gear, but this is a bit different. Today we've got in from OWC a Thunderbolt 3 10 gig Ethernet adapter. This is specifically aimed at mobile workstations, people doing photo and video editing work. This is a Thunderbolt solution, so this is not going to work on a USB-C laptop. That means we're limited to mostly newer and higher end systems still. I guess I could say that Thunderbolt 3's kind of trickled down at least into the mid-range laptops, but you're not going to find it on a budget system. You're far more likely to find USB-C. So this was sent to us by OWC. We've got a pretty respectable and kind of hefty package here. Shows most of the specifications on it. Looks like it's got a Kensington slot on it. So if you wanted to leave this at an ingest station or something like that, you would. We're claiming over 900 megabytes a second real-world transfer speeds. Up to 100 meter cable for 6A, 10 gig, Cat 6 for 5, and 5E for 2.5. Now that's a sliding scale, so you can push 10 gig over 5E, but it's not going to go the full 100 meters. You might get 20 or 30 feet, and you can push 10 gig over Cat 6, which is actually what we do most of our testing with. I want to say up to somewhere in the 40 to 50 meter range is where the cutoff for that is. But they don't publish that chart here. We'll bring a picture of that up in the review. Two-step easy setup. Connect it to your computer with the included cable. Connect the adapter. Driver downloaded required for Windows for optimum performance. Jumbo frames and other settings may be needed for OS X and Windows. We touched on that in every multi-gig network adapter that we've used. We usually set 9K jumbo frames. So let's see what we got. Piece of foam. Nice little instruction card here with the system requirements. Windows 10 or later. OS X 10.13, Mac OS 10.13.6 or later. I don't actually have access to a Thunderbolt 3 equipped MacBook of any sort to test this with. I'm going to try and dig up an adapter. I have a Thunderbolt 2 equipped MacBook somewhere, I believe, that I may test this with. But we're going to do our primary testing on the same PC that we've tested other USB network adapters with. And good God, this isn't light. They don't actually tell me the weight. I'll probably see if I can find a scale for the... Oh, here we go. Weight. 16 ounces. That is 1 pound worth of network adapter. And we get... Oh, with a nice little biodegradable twist tie. Not one of the plastic ones. One of the cardboard wrapped ones. And OWC branded. Looks like this is a 18-inch cable, give or take. Do we have it listed? Nope. Okay, but that's nice. Okay. So the box does mention, and I may, if there's any screws on this, pop it open for the review, that this is an AQ107 based device. So this may actually work out of the box on the recent builds of Windows 10. That tells me this is an Aquatina chipset. That's the same thing if you went and bought a PCI Express card on Amazon. Up until recently, most of them would have been. So we've got this end, here our business end. We've got all of our markings there saying, 10 gig down all the way through 100 meg base T. And it probably even does 10 meg a second if you can find a 10 base T network anywhere. Well, on the back end, we've got, our Thunderbolt port, status indicator, lock. And this has what actually wasn't even mentioned on that. And I don't know if it's shown in the picture. Yeah, I guess it's visible in the pictures. It's just not obvious. It has this rubberized shroud on it, which is both going to protect it and does a little bit of work hiding these screws. Like I said, for the review, we'll go ahead and pop those open. It looks like they are 5mm Torx, maybe? No, not 5mm. Smaller than that. 2.5mm Torx, maybe. So I'll get a Torx driver and we'll pop this open and look at it. But what I'm expecting to see is a Thunderbolt 3 to PCI Express bridge chip, followed by basically an AQ107, just like you'd see in a regular system. So as long as there's nothing weird driver-wise on that bridge chip, this is just going to show up and work on a lot of systems. So, God, this is huge. I think that's my big takeaway opening this up. It's very well built, it's very solidly constructed, and very clear and straightforward what it is in the package. The only thing not really specified there is the 1 year OWC warranty. So only 1 year warranty. Not bad. You know what? I didn't realize that was possible. I put this rubber, I don't know what I want to call it. It's not really a shock absorber because it's not something that should be taking a ton of bounces. Cover. Yeah, we'll just call it a cover. Is directional. It's got little feet on one side. I don't know how well these are going to show up on camera. They're just little 1/8 inch or so rubber nubs that stick out from the bottom, elevated just a little bit off of the surface. This is fanless. I can see looking through the holes. There's no fan on it. It lists that it's cool and silent on it. The AQ107, I think, only has like a 6-watt thermal rating, and I can't imagine that the PCI Express bridge is any higher than 5 watts or so either. But part of making this fanless and putting what was in here in there is that it's massive. And to drive home that point, here was the TrendNet TUC ET5G that we just covered. And that's absolutely dwarfed. I can fit probably 3 of these volume-wise into the same space that this OWC takes up. Which this was already a big adapter. There are smaller ones than this on the market, but this was an example of a standard, Type A to Gigabit Ethernet adapter. And this one happens to be from TrendNet. This was their TU3 ETGA, which is just a bog standard Gigabit Ethernet adapter that I've had for a while. You can see it looks small next to the 5 gig adapter, which is absolutely dwarfed by this new OWC Thunderbolt adapter. So the size, this is not something small. This is not something that I expect most users to want to carry in a bag. This is something that I expect professionals will gravitate towards. Everything that I said for the 5G base T adapter about people who are doing prosumers and vloggers and photo editors, people with scientific data. The same people who wanted this are going to be looking at these OWC units as well. And we'll see if the performance numbers back it up. I don't expect any surprises in the performance side of the review. The AQ107 is a bit of a known factor at this point. So what does remain to be seen is how well that bridge holds up. I am glad that the cable's modular. That's actually one thing that I don't like on these adapters is I've had, not this one, but I've had some of these fail because this USB cable gets flexed and twisted and, knotted up and breaks internally over time. With this, although a Thunderbolt 3 cable's not cheap, compared to a USB-C cable. Oh, that's a nice firm connection there. That's actually enough to hold the 1 pound adapter on the end of the cable. If this were to break for whatever reason, get caught in a hinge or something in a laptop case, it's replaceable. I can go on Amazon and just buy another another Thunderbolt 3 cable. So definitely happy to see that. I think that's all there is for now until we do the full review. So this is, like I said, this is OWC's Thunderbolt 3 10G Ethernet adapter. I should touch on the price. Thunderbolt 3. So it looks like right now this unit is retailing for, well, that's not the same one. So I'm not seeing this unit on Amazon right now. Let's just check OWC directly. Okay, so price-wise, this adapter is being listed on OWC's website for about $150. I'll touch more on the value analysis when I have some solid numbers on it, but at a glance, Aquatina cards can usually be found for about $100 on Amazon or Newegg. So to see a AQ107 with a Thunderbolt 3 bridge in this rather nice aluminum case for $149, from a value standpoint, it's a little more than I want to spend on a mobile adapter, but it's not ungodly out in left field where I'd say it's not a solid value. So all in all, looks like OWC's got a decent package here, and like I said, we'll get to the performance testing soon. That is all I have for this today. If you've got any questions, please feel free asking in the comments. If there's a test we've been skipping on these network adapters, please tell me and I'll start incorporating it. I know I've been using iPerf a ton, which if you just want me to do a video and explain what the hell all the numbers out of iPerf even mean, let me know and we'll cover that. I want to go ahead and thank our patrons for making some of this content possible. Every little bit helps. Every bit helps keep us motivated to keep bringing you guys the content that we think you deserve. I want to thank Alextrix for providing our opening and closing credits. And once more, just thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and tune in for when we actually cover this in an actual review.